Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to Comic Book Nostalgia. I'm CB Nostalgia, and we got a bit of an update from Comic-Con. Well, as many of you know, this weekend is San Diego Comic-Con, and this is when we get tons of news about upcoming events, announcements from vendors, and all kinds of really cool goodies that typically come out of San Diego. Now, we're going to be covering it all weekend, but to kick it all off, we got a bit of controversial news from the one and only Jim Lee. Now, he's pretty famous for his work over at DC, but now he's leading up the creative team for DC Films and is right in the thick of most of those projects. Now, at Comic-Con, he was giving a bit of a panel, and he actually answered a question directly about the Snyderverse. Now, this clip comes from one of the attendees, and it was originally posted at Earth1 Carlos over on Twitter. It's at this point been passed around quite a bit, but I wanted to give proper credit. Now, the
Snyder Cut was Zack's vision realized, and it was a really satisfying, story told. But there's no plans for additional work on that material. So I was happy to help contribute to the pitch for the other stuff, and it was kind of fun to actually see that stuff get out there because I did that years ago.
Yeah, it appears Jim Lee is pretty clear there. There appears to be no future plans for Zack Snyder or the Snyderverse materials. Now, Jim Lee does give some praise to the project and the most recent release, but he appears to make it pretty clear that this material has reached its end, or as they called it last time, a cul-de-sac. Now, this is probably going to be pretty disappointing for some fans of Zack Snyder's work, but DC's been laying the framework for this new direction for a while, and I think many people were probably just living on some hope, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Now, quite honestly, they can't really remove Zack Snyder from the DC Films universe. He established these first couple of movies, and most of the castings that he put out there have continued into modern projects. Gal Gadot, Jason Momoa, Ezra Miller, and more recently we're hearing rumors that Henry Cavill could be at Comic-Con too, suggesting to everybody around that he's returning as Superman. Now, I did hear another report that he was supposed to start shooting The Witcher this weekend, but all this stuff is unconfirmed, so we're going to have to wait and see, but I am very hopeful. Now, obviously, we're going to cover everything Comic-Con this weekend, so if you want to get all the SDCC 2022 updates, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and ring the bell for all the updates. But until we know more, what do you guys think? Do you believe what Jim Lee had to say over at Comic-Con? And what do you think the odds are that Henry Cavill actually makes it to SDCC? Tell me what you think in the comments below. If you like this video, make sure you hit like, click subscribe, and if you don't ring that bell, you won't get any updates. Peace.